Avventura Bellissime's small group day tour of the Dolomites and Cortina provides visitors to Italy with the opportunity to experience some of the most spectacular mountain scenery to be seen in Europe, as the Dolomite mountain range boasts an incredible variety of scenery within a relatively small geographical area, making it an ideal destination as a day trip from Venice. Following a carefully designed route through the Dolomites that limits the amount of driving time to the absolute minimum, while affording you the most dramatic views of the mountains, will make frequent photo stops to ensure that you capture the incredible diversity in scenery that the Dolomites boasts. During our small group day tour of the Dolomites, you'll be able to admire glaciers in the distance, soaring mountain peaks, emerald green lakes surrounded by forests of pine and larch with reflections of the mountains mirrored on their calm waters, and typical Tyrolean villages clinging to the mountainsides, as well as the world-famous ski resort of Cortina. Travelling through the Sesto and Cadore regions of the Dolomite Mountains, it will feel as if you're in a completely different mountain range every time we make one of our frequent photo stops, as the mountains seem to change form and appearance as we follow a circular route through the Dolomites to enjoy the most spectacular scenery these mountains have to offer. Avventura Bellissime's day tour of the Dolomites starts from the Trunchetto water bus station in Venice, where your local expert driver guide will be waiting for you, holding a sign with the name of the tour written on it. Travelling on a spacious and comfortable 8-passenger Mercedes air-conditioned minivan, you'll drive directly into the mountains via a series of tunnels, enabling us to drive from Venice to our first stop in the Dolomites within 90 minutes of driving. Then the rest of the day you'll be following a short driving route, looping through the most spectacular parts of the Dolomites and enabling you to enjoy up-close views of the Dolomites' most majestic peaks, with plenty of time off the vehicle to capture the beauty of the mountains on film. During the tour, you'll visit the hometown of the famous Venetian painter Titian, where you can enjoy a stroll around this enchanting town. We'll stop to admire the emerald green lakes of the Dolomites that have been created by a series of dams, and the surrounding forests of pine and larch trees. And at Lake Misurina, dominated by the Sorapis mountain and its glacier, we'll stop for lunch. One of the highlights of this tour will be a drive up the private toll road to the famous peaks of the Tre Cime di Lavaredo, where at an altitude of 7,500 feet, you'll be able to admire awesome views of the Dolomite mountain range, as well as distant views of the Alps, as a myriad of diverse peaks, valleys and forests reveal themselves to you as you travel higher and higher up into the mountains. During your day in the Dolomites, you'll also visit the cosmopolitan ski resort of Cortina that became famous back in the 1950s when it hosted the Winter Olympics. While in Cortina, you'll have free time to explore this enchanting town, framed by some of the most dramatic peaks in the Dolomites, as well as admiring the typical Tyrolean architecture and the old Olympic ski jump that, along with the other sights of the town, featured in the James Bond movie Moonraker. Your day tour of the Dolomites will conclude with a pleasant drive descending through the ever-changing scenery of the Cadore Valley of the Dolomites and the wine regions of the Veneto, illuminated by the late afternoon sun as you leave the Dolomites, making your way back to Venice.